I'm back with another video. On this topic, I wanted to talk about why I'm quitting my job and going to school. So, I wanted to come on here today to have like a decent conversation with you guys about it's important to get an education. You know, not so much as getting an education. You need to like literally graduate high school, but it's your choice to go to college or not. But I went to college once I graduated from high school. I am like 28 and now I'm back in school. But I had, out of my whole 28 years of living, I only had 4 jobs already. 4 jobs. And my first job, I moved from Mississippi to South Carolina. And when I moved to South Carolina, I ended up working at this warehouse that made generators and weed eaters and lawnmowers, which was my first job. And I was so excited about this job, you guys. I was so excited about this job, which did bring money into the house, bring money into the household. So on this job, I had the most craziest boss. And it was so weird, like we couldn't keep our lunch bags in the refrigerator. You only had like 30 minutes to eat, which is a normal time for, employees at certain jobs. You only had like 30 minutes to eat. And you had to like move really fast. Like with these generators, we was doing like 700 to 800 generators a day. I wouldn't lie to you. 700 to 800 generators a day. Like it was a mess. It was a mess. So I'm like, when I would go home at night, I would like, this is not really what I want to do in life, but it's bringing money into the house. This is my first job, so I would have to like, love it. So I'm like, okay, so I met my husband, and when I met my husband, we ended up moving to North Carolina, originally where his dad and stepmom was staying. So I ended up moving there with them, and we ended up getting an apartment. And so I ended up getting a home helper's job. It's like assistant living. If some of you guys out there don't know what home helpers is, it's like assistant living. So I was doing assistant living. I had like a total of 12 patients, and let me tell you, it was so overwhelming, like very overwhelming, because I would leave one patient house from being there from 6 hours, and I would spend another 6 hours or 7 hours at another patient house. So it was like very, very overwhelming, especially for me. And then I would go home, probably get like maybe 3 hours of sleep, and then I was back up. And I had this one patient that I would have to stay at her house overnight because her husband had Alzheimer's. Like, I would have to stay at her house overnight, and it was like crazy. Like, it was crazy. And if you like a nurse and you're not afraid of like different stuff, like people are dying and stuff, it wouldn't be as crazy to you. But as me, just being assistant caregiver and not being and taking your qualifications at the same time, that stuff is kind of like, it's kind of scary, you guys. Like, because you have to sit there, I'm talking about all night, to make sure your client doesn't go out the door or walk around the house hurting themselves, especially if they're old. Like my clients was old, and stuff like that. So it was very scary, and I was to the point I'm like, I don't know, because I don't want to be responsible, you know, and I know that was my job, but I didn't want to be responsible for someone's parents, you know, getting hurt or anything like that. So I'm like, I don't think I want to do this either. So I did work the job for a certain amount of time. I did have a lot of patients that requested me because I guess I was so good. And you know, with older people like that sometimes they family kind of neglect them, so you will have to like hold conversations with them, make them feel like someone's there for them. And that's kind of like how I was, because I have a good heart, and I felt like I guess I felt like a family member to them, because like for Christmas and all the holidays, like they literally bought me something, and I'm like, you don't have to do that, you know, I am here to help you. So, you know, it was crazy. It was crazy. I kind of enjoyed myself, you know, helping them out, because that's what you want to do out here in this world, because you don't have too many people that have a good heart like me. I'm just saying, because I would give back. I would do anything I would have to do to help someone out in the world, you know, because that's what we need to do. That's why we're here. So after that, we stayed in North Carolina 2 years, and then Justin joined the Navy. Justin is my husband, by the way. Justin joined the Navy, and once he joined the Navy, I stayed in North Carolina a year, and after a year, I moved to Virginia, which Justin was already in Virginia, because he joined the Navy and then he got stationed here, but he had to be here to look for a house and everything, apartment and everything before me, because I couldn't do it because I was working, and I was back in North Carolina, which is only 3 hours away from North Carolina to Virginia, so it wasn't that bad. So, I was in North Carolina, he was in Virginia. So I took some time off to come to Virginia to see about the apartment and everything. So I stayed in Virginia for like a week until we, you know, found an apartment and everything, because we kind of stayed on base at the hotel, the Navy Lodge. That's the name of the hotel that's on base. So we stayed at the Navy Lodge until we found an apartment on base. Found it. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Until we found an apartment. We stayed at the hotel on base. I said that like 5 times. Girl, get it together. Okay, so after we found an apartment and everything, we moved in. I can't remember what day, because that was back in 2013. Your girl mind can never wind back that far. So it was back in 2013, but I do know it was January. It was January of 2013 we moved there. So after that, I ended up getting a job at the Navy Exchange. So let me tell you about the Navy Exchange. I like working at the Next. I love my customers. I love the people that I work with. But the bosses, that ain't what it said. That ain't what it said. They talk to you like you're a child. They do everything, all this shady stuff. But then nothing gets done about it, even if you take it to HR. Like, I don't understand. So I done seen so many people. Let me tell you, if you at a job where you don't feel comfortable, just leave. Just leave. I have seen so many people, I can't even count on my hand, that left that job because it was so bad. The pay is bad. Everything is bad. And living in the state of Virginia, baby, you gonna need your bag. I'm telling you, you're gonna need to get your bag up, because cost of living down here is expensive, if you know what I mean. So, I done seen so many people that left that said they couldn't work because of the cost. I mean, they couldn't work because of the pay rate, and then the manager was treating you like crap. And remind you, I've been working at the Next since 2014. So I'm coming up on my 4th year, and I don't plan being there another year. And I'm just gonna keep it honest with you guys. Like, I don't plan on being there for another year. And so I had this one boss where I have been getting along with this lady ever since I've been working there. She is the divisional of the department that I work in, which I work in the garden shop and the mini mart. So I'm like, okay, so the years and months and months passed by. We never had a problem with this lady. Never had a problem with this lady. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call her name. We never had a problem with Wendy, because I'm a thug like that, and that's what I do, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, because that's what I do. So I never had a problem with Wendy. And so